Your business may not be falling, but it could surely be dying. And the scariest part is you may not even know it. Most small businesses don't suddenly collapse. They become weaker slowly and slowly. Sales stops growing, cash flow becomes difficult to manage, owner gets involved in all the processes, and they start working longer hours. Good employees are hard to find, and in all, people start leaving. And then suddenly what happens is there's a situation where owner has to work eventually to make the business survive. Today I'm going to show you 7 silent killers that a business could have. And I am willing to bet there could at least be 2 of them in your business as well. I am Deepak Khandelwal. I have spent more than 27 years in business consulting. I have noticed is that most of the problems are not sitting on the surface of any business. We have to deep dive and find out what is the problem. They are the problem that business owners become so used to. They get used to these problems that they do not see it as a problem, and it becomes their daily routine, and they feel that this is a normal course of working. Killer number 1 is the owner is the business. That means that if I ask you that if you stop working from tomorrow, does the business stop or it will continue in a normal course of time? If the answer is yes, then you really don't have a business. You have a job with employees. Killer number 2 is sales are not a system. For example, if as a founder, as an owner, or a company cannot answer that where did your last 100 customers come from, then it is a problem. What happens is, if I ask this question, the general ways it is coming from the referral, it is coming from Instagram, it is coming from our ad campaign, it is coming from exhibition, leads which we got, and so on and so forth. There's nothing wrong. This is how the business comes. But if you don't know that which customer is coming from where, and which is profitable and which is for the sake of just selling, then there's a problem. So you have to know that where the sales are coming from and what is the profitability of each channel which is there. Look at this flow chart. If any of these stages is unmanaged, then your sales become unpredictable. Now, can you answer this question for me? How many leads did you get last month? How many of them were converted? And which source through which the lead came gave you the highest value customers? Try to answer this. And if you answer all the 3 with a specific and with a committed answer, then you're on the right track. Otherwise, there is a silent killer in your business. Killer number 3, revenue is growing, but profit isn't. Revenue growth can hide a lot of problems. You see that sales may be increasing from 5 CR to 7 CR, but profit is decreasing from 40 lakhs to about 32 lakhs. Now, would you consider this growth? Would you consider this the right direction a business is taking? I wouldn't. Number 4, too many products and too little focus. There are companies which open their catalog. There are 500 products, different colors, different SKUs and everything. Should I be impressed by that catalog? For a certain group of companies, yes. But for a small business, this is a curse. So sometimes the fastest way to grow a business is not to add a product, but to remove the product that are distracting the customers. And this is a very, very important part. And this is one of the major silent killers in most of the businesses. Killer number 5 is the businesses do not really know who their customer is. So you have to know that what problems your products are solving, what is making customers hesitate to buy your product, where are they buying their product from, why do they buy, what makes them recommend you to their friends, and all such questions. If you don't know why your best customers buy from you, then you are guessing your way through marketing. It is purely guesswork. You don't know who you are selling to and why you are selling to. So this is the killer number 5, which has to be addressed. Killer number 6, a very important one, is everything is urgent. If your morning begins with a new problem, your business is a problem. For example, there is customer complaint, dispatch is a problem, employees have not come, payment has not been received, or there are people who are waiting outside to collect their payments, order is delayed, and so on and so forth. Then I think there's a problem with the business. Killer number 7 is that the business stops learning. You don't realize it, but when a business uses the most dangerous sentence, which is, we have always done it like this, that means they are not ready to change, they are not ready to learn. Customers change, markets change, dynamics change, product pricing change, competitors change, and everything is so dynamic, everything is changing so quickly. And if you are not here to learn and you think you are doing the things for last so many years in the right direction, it's a doomsday call. Today, AI is changing how companies do sell, market. There are so many AI tools which you can use to successfully navigate around your business. And the moment a business stops learning is the moment the business becomes vulnerable. So you see, these are the 7 silent killers which ultimately makes your business collapse. And moreover, in a small business which doesn't have the capacity to absorb the shock of any of these, this result in owner firefighting and firefighting. That's how silent killers become crisis. And once the crisis is there, coming out of it for a small business is nearly impossible. Before you leave, I want you as a businessman or as people who are controlling the company, heading different departments, I want you to do this exercise. Take a piece of paper, score 0, 1, 2. 0, no, 1, partially, 2, yes, to all these 7 questions, which I will now tell you. Question number 1, can the business operate 30 days without me? Question number 2, do I know exactly where my customers are coming from? Question number 3, do I know which customers or which products am I making maximum profits out of? Question number 4, do I know who are my best customers and why? Question number 5, do I have systems that prevent recurring problems? Question number 6, does my business regularly test ideas, channels, technology for greater growth? Question number 7, do I spend more time building the future or solving today's problem? Rank these 7 questions in 0, 1, 2 as I told you, and if you score 12 to 14, you are healthy and in the right direction. Need not worry. If you are scoring between 8 to 11, there's a warning. You have a scope. Recover from it and amend what you are doing wrong. 0 to 7, that's the critical stage. You have to act now or be ready for the inevitable. So what's your score, friends? I want you to put your score in the comments with the industry which you are from. And so your comments, I will try to tabulate, and in my next video, it could be the content for my next video, and I can address one particular industry and try to solve its problems which you are having. Thank you so much for watching.